Que colaboraram no livro. Eles certamente estão a ver-nos através do nosso link, do nosso website, e vamos tentar estabelecer contacto com eles, porque muito do que aqui está neste livro deve-se à sua pronta e leal colaboração. Vamos, em primeiro lugar, tentar um contacto com a Yiend, que é professora no King's College London. Hi, Jenny.
Hello, Freitas. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah? Is it possible to talk with you? Oh. Oh. Hello, Jenny?
Hello. We
Hello,
seem to
sorry.
lose contact then, but I
Yeah.
can see you again now.
Yeah. Is it possible now to talk with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, what do you think about this project, the brain and the face?
I think it's an extremely interesting and very, very topical area to be looking at the moment. I mean, as you know, I'm particularly interested in emotion processing, but linking that into brain function and particularly processing facial expressions is something that is gaining international interest.
Okay, is it possible to talk about your chapter? What you write in this book?
Well, we have talked about some research that we've been doing with a particular population. As you know, I'm interested in different psychopathologies, and I work here at the Institute of Psychiatry in King's College London. And my area is looking at emotion processing and how deficits and impairments in emotion processing contribute to maintaining and sometimes even causing psychopathologies. Now, the particular area, the particular disorder that we focus on in the book is personality disorder. And in particular, we talk about psychopathy. So in the chapter, we've taken the opportunity to really review the literature that exists at the moment on what we know about emotion processing as it's associated with psychopathy. And towards the end, we give some clues about what the research is that we're currently doing to try and take that forward.
Okay. And now, what is possible to talk about what research? Who research now with you, and how kind of research is to do contribution for the world?
Yes. Well, one of the things that we say in the chapter is that a lot of tasks that look at the processing of emotional facial expressions don't actually allow us to conclude anything about the cognitive mechanism that is underlying the kind of patterns that we see. And so what we suggest in the chapter, and indeed what we're doing in our current research study, looking at emotion processing in psychopathy, is to try and use a different range of, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of feedback there, I've just stopped that. To try and use a range of different cognitive tasks to try and identify what cognitive mechanisms might underlie the kind of deficits you see. So, for example, when you show somebody a face and you ask them to categorise which emotion do you see in that face, happy, fear, sadness, that doesn't tell us much, although it can tell us that somebody might be better or worse than somebody else at identifying the emotion that's present. It doesn't actually tell us what cognitive mechanism is implied there. So, for example, somebody might be particularly affected in terms of their perceptual sensitivity to detect the signals of emotion at a very low level visual perceptual stage of processing. Another possibility is that the kind of patterns of emotion recognition that we see could be more to do with attentional selection or attentional processing. So as a cognitive psychologist, we would place that slightly later down the information processing stream. And yet another possibility would be that actually an individual has processed that facial expression to quite a high level, and what's different between people is the kind of interpretation, the cognitive evaluation that they're making of that stimulus material. And so one of the things that we do in our current research in psychopathy and personality disorder is to try to use a range of different tasks looking at face processing of emotion to try and tease apart those different cognitive mechanisms. And I know, of course, that other people, and hopefully we one day will also be in the position to be able to look at the brain mechanisms that may be associated with those patterns of cognition.
Yes. For finish, is it possible to know your opinion about the next project, the Journal of Brain, Face and Emotion? What do you think about it?
Well, I think that's very exciting. I mean, again, it's a very topical area. I'm very interested to see what kind of articles that generates. And I think one of the strengths of that kind of journal is that not only will it precipitate research in that area, but it will also allow us to bring together different kinds of methodologies, not just neuroscience or behavioural work or social psychology, but we can have a cross-discipline approach to the whole area, which is so much of interest to researchers across the world at the moment.
Okay, Jenny, thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you.
You too. Goodbye.
Jenny Handy, the King's College London, é autora do capítulo número 3 sobre a expressão facial, ou processamento da expressão facial da emoção em psicopatas.